Let's do a quick talk here. I think I can condense this into a small little area in time. It's about fear and consumption. If you've ever heard that before, it's a simple Google to look up those words. It's a pretty quick study on how all of the marketplace and all of the world works. And the reason anybody consumes anything, and I'm going to take it to the nth degree. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hopefully don't have to go the entire way through and think that you all will have comprehended what I'm saying just through a couple ideas here. And the only reason fear and consumption. Here's how it works. The only reason people overeat. The only reason people do anything that is perceived as negative is because of a perception of a lack of energy in the future. Now, I'm not going to get into the fake construct or the false construct of the matrix and how everybody makes you believe that, oh, there's not going to be enough gasoline, and oh, this is the world's going to end, and all. I'm not going to get that far, but what we can see is it all boils down to and breaks down to this understanding that most people are under the illusion or delusion that there won't be enough. So, if there's not going to be enough tomorrow, and you don't know when you're going to die, but tomorrow you think you'll still live, right? You're going to have to get as much as you can today to put enough in your bank account, to put enough in your refrigerator, to put enough in, into the little stocks and diversify your bonds and put a little bit over here and put a little bit over there. That's what people do. That's why people overeat. I don't know. I'm full now, but I might not get a meal tomorrow, so I'm going to eat more. And in fact, oh, well, look at that giant animal. I mean, we get into even where this concept of eating things that were bigger and larger and seemed to have more energy came from. Because it was a belief, it had to do with a lack of energy that we had and where more energy was. If we looked at an animal, we said that animal was big and somehow it's like got a lot of energy. If we could consume that, we could have more energy. And so we wanted to consume. Now, that's one part of the concept. And the other is that, well, that was wanting more. That was like, I need more energy than I have now. And a lot of people, yeah, we can see why people need more energy. I don't have enough. I need more fuel from my car. I need more fuel from my body. I got to go to sleep. It has to do with sleeping. People are like, oh, why do I have to go to sleep right now? Shouldn't I have enough energy right now to not have to sleep? Shouldn't I be able to just continue on existing the way I am? And why do I have to take a nap? Look at that animal there. Okay, let's consume more right now because then I'll have it in my account. This is why people get fat. Let's be very very simple and clear here. There's a lot of fat people in this country, especially in the America. Why? Why are there more people that are overweight here? Because we've been beat over the head with the concept that we won't have enough. Yet today, there's still enough, and these people are still eating. But they've become habitualized to believing there's not enough. But they've been doing this in their entire life. Every day they go, tomorrow I'm not gonna have enough. I need to eat a little more right now. Just a little more. I just need a little more right now. Can I just a little taste a little more? And this continually goes on. There's this concept of hand to mouth, right? Like just feed from there you go. There you go. Just right there. It's on the tree. Get it. Okay. Next time you need food, it will be there for you. We have no faith or trust in any of that, in nature for that matter. But we're not going to go that far. But we're trying to flesh out the concept of fear and consumption and why people consume more than they need, which is everyone. And I'm not saying that people need to. I'm not saying, well, we all got to drive hybrid cars and we have got to, eat less and save the planet and no carbon taxes and don't do that. I'm not getting into all that. I'm just giving an entryway into the philosophy and concept of why it is that the human condition, and when I say human condition, I think it's an implant of an idea. I don't mean a technical, physical implant of something. I think it's just a mental construct that was put upon the masses to say, hey, there's not going to be enough tomorrow, and we can watch this everywhere. people are you know, you watch the news, people are dying. There's a shortage of this. There's not enough of that. There's planned obsolescence. We gotta go get the new thing. That's not good enough. And this is the mindset we have. So we gotta consume more, and we become bigger than we need to be. Literally, like, and the people that are big and like when we say like fat, like extra, like that's just your body going, okay, well, you have too much right now. When you're fat, your body it's not saying don't love yourself. I'm not getting all that whole, you know, you can't, every body type is, you know, we're not playing that. We're not doing that. I'm just saying that when your body has too much of something, it's like, okay, what do I do with the rest of it? Let's just put it over here. Yeah, it's okay to have a little excess, little extra here, just like the mother, just like the milk, just like a woman with a little extra on her, and that's sexy. That's good. You know why it's sexy? Because that's saying, hey, it generously fed. Now there's a wild difference between generously fed and like wildly overweight, and we can see it. And wildly overweight is saying, hey, I think I'm gonna die. There's not gonna be enough, and it's sloppy and it's filthy. And okay, but who are you? Who am I to say that? I'm just saying it from a sense of like, hey, I get where it came from, and this concept happens in every aspect of what goes on in all of these cultures. Whether you need the newest car, a bigger car, a better car, more gasoline, the louder stereo, the bigger television. I gotta get as much as I can. I gotta, you know, stay up late, watch some more television, get that. Gotta, you know, it's Lupe Fiasco. It's put the locks in the box, you know, because in the box it's gonna tell you the solution to unlock the box to get yourself. You know, the television and your box of your house, they're both boxes, and it's, you know, you're chained to it. But it's going to give you a solution eventually. That boxed cereal, that box in the refrigerator that you get out, or in the freezer that you got the freezer section, boxed up everything. Box it all up. It's all, you know. And that's the culture has happened, because we're under this underpinning, this linchpin, this hinge that says, okay, you know, beyond here there's nothing. You know, it's all empty beyond here. So just get your fill now, get more than enough now, and carry it with you. We carry around extra weight and extra baggage, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. We carry around that shit that we don't need, because everybody's like, no, we need more than what was like enough for us. You know, to the wisest, they go they don't even take deep breaths. You never hear them go. But that's just for most people. They should just, you know, take a deep breath, because that oxygen is more important than that water. And that water is way more important than that food. How do you know this? Because I can go, and you can go, longer without food than you can water. And you can go longer without water than you can air. So what's most important? Breathing. So taking deep breaths is a lot more important than eating any food. That's for certain. That's for absolute, undeniable fact. But yeah, we've been instructed that we need more dense materials in our body, so we consume more things. We buy more things. We have more things in our house, rather than just going, oh, the simple thing is to just breathe, right? And so we're catalyzed into this system of cataloging everything we have, numerically adjusting this over here. We need more of this to offset this, and the balance is over here. And but technically, what we're saying is, well, at the end, we're gonna need more of that, because, well, the world is definitely $7 trillion in debt, so we're gonna need more of that. More of what? How does the, you know, I played this game before. How did the world go in debt? It can't be, because there's more than enough of everything everywhere. People really are not dying of the things that you think they are. People aren't dying of starvation and hunger. That's a lie. That's so small. People aren't dying of all of the diseases that people say they are, cancer. No, they're dying from the medicine they're taking. This is provable. There's more people hurting themselves, injuring themselves, and dying from aspirin than there are from the actual headache. And if they really knew, the headache is only caused because their blood vessels in their brain are constricted because they weren't getting enough water and air. But then it becomes this large thing of what more do we need? So this concept of fear and consumption, if we would just eliminate you don't see. This is the thing: is a lot of people are like, we got to get rid of the fear. The only thing fear is fear yourself. You know, no, just stop consuming, and then you'll understand that. As I was explaining in a couple of videos ago, an income doesn't give you an outcome. An outcome gives you an income. And so in the same way, the outcome and the income. Okay, the income is the fear, and the outcome is consumption. Well, if you stop consuming, then there's no more fear incoming. Imagine that. The outcome will the outcome is the solution. So deal with the outcome. The outcome is, okay, well, what's going to come out of your asshole, literally, if you eat something? More shit. So what do you need to do before you can correctly identify what you need to ingest? You need to get everything out of your body and out of your... Like, if you wanted to make your house clean, let's just be very simple about this. And this is the consumption thing. And I'm not saying, this is not saying we don't need stores. We don't need, a bed and a place to put our clothes and some places to sit and lights and electricity. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is, if you were to take everything out of your house and just start from scratch, you go, okay, what is it that I really like? What is it I really need? It might be some of the same things. It might be something else. It might be less. It might even be more. Who knows? But it might be different. But it might be more coordinated with what you are. Now, in your house, you can look around and say, does this house actually explain to people and explain to myself who I am and what I'm about? It's a feng shui of the mind that turns into your mental space, turns into your physical space. Your physical space. So, in the same way, if you were to empty out your body and empty out your house and empty out your mind, and then you start from there, you could put anything you want in. But we've become so cluttered and so overwhelmed with all of the things that are around us saying, we need to consume this. We've become fat of the mind, fat of the body, and fat of our houses. We have things around that we don't need. Everyone goes through, and this is not me pointing fingers, because I've done this myself. I know all about it. I know about being underfed and overfed. I know about the whole thing, the whole gambit. And so I only say these things just to give you a little clue into, well, let's stop trying to solve for income and start solving for outcome. And it's not even a solving for outcome. It's just what are we putting in? What can we get rid of? Most people need to focus on not what do they need, but what can they get rid of. I mean, you could look at the tarot. The tarot told you this. Put the bag down, open up the bag, and see what's in there, and what do you need out of there. It's that simple. And so I think that's about as far as I want to go with this right now, and I hope this offered everybody a little bit of movement in their mind, a little bit of more coordination of the steps, or I don't like steps either. Just how you like to move. How, you would never put. Say if you had a kitchen, you would never right in front of your sink put the garbage can. You wouldn't do that. See, it wouldn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. So, if you were to put it there, what would be the obvious, but yet we have in our minds garbage cans everywhere in the way of things. We have a chair in front of the front door. Like that happens. That happens in our minds. And it happens if you look around your space and say, does this suit what I think that because you know what is a comfortable feng shui. You know what a comfortable moving, flowing river looks like. You know what that looks like. You know what that feels like in your body from a yogic perspective. If you want to think about movement patterns, yeah. But those movement patterns are also existent in your mind, and how your mind moves and how your physical environment is set up so you can move through it. Is that good for you? So, be cool. Do neat things, or be messy. Sometimes it's good to be messy. Sometimes it's good to fall down into depression, because remember, depression is called a deep rest, and sometimes you need to take a long nap. It's fine. There's nothing to worry about. Just get yourself in order. Find the center of your being. Be cool, y'all.